Hi everyone, hello! We're here now, I have done some of the stages already to prep for us doing that, but I did not look into the animation, because I want to do the animation with you guys. I have pulled already, and I'm pissed off. I have a near full pot SilverAsh, and his sister still won't come home. It's ridiculous! Like, I just want one of her, just one, and I think I'm gonna have to spark her, which is ridiculous. But you know what? It is what it is. At least I'll be able to. And then we go back to saving, because, like, the Sui harem must grow. Especially now that, like, the Enfield news came out, which, insane to me. But anyway, let's see the animation. I am glad that this is still a thing from, like, when he's a kid. Oh! The eyes are really pretty. No. I will say, I adore his tail. It's so fluffy. Oh? Oh! Yo! She's so pretty. Oh. Okay, so this is absolutely gonna be a political drama. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but we're gonna have a full political drama. Yeah, it was Punchy. Welcome in. Oh, man. Oh, man. I guess we gotta get started. I guess it's time. Also, I apologize if my voice is a little raw. I didn't have much time before stream to, like, rest it. I believe you're wrong, sir. Victoria may be the strongest nation on Terra. For now, but there's no guarantee that such prosperity will last forever. We're all familiar with the history of Victoria's 4 golden decades, nourished by the legacy of Gaul. Times have changed, however, when Victoria's productivity advantage is eroded and her ambition to expand went satiated. The cracks of the internal strife began to emerge beneath the surface. The last king attempted to mediate between the factories and the merchants, but failed to propose a new path out of the dilemma. His end was inevitable. The same was demonstrated by the coup in Lithuania not long after. Who emerged as victor of the bloody struggle? No, it's been more than a decade since they hanged the Lords of Lions, but the repercussions of the coup still linger to this day. The Weta Brighton. The river immersed the incident. Have the dukes been able to set aside the conflicts for even a moment this past decade? Everyone's believed they will emerge for the better of the struggle. Not one believes they're digging Victoria's grave together. If we do not change soon, an intensely civil war will be what defies Victoria in this new era. I heard the most eloquent young man stole the show today. When would be forgiven for mistaking you for today's headliner? I meant no offense, Your Grace, Duke of Castor. I had hoped to make an acquaintance of more people of wisdom at your manor, but I confess I find myself disappointed. Damn, man! Do you consider yourself worthy of a position as a Duke advisor? Or even the Speaker of the Parliament, then? Anyone can point out the ills that plague this nation. Curing it, however, calls for proper means. A stroke of luck, even. It seems that I am hardly the one who should be worrying about these things, though. What do you think? Huh. I remember your mother. You have inherited none of her humility or courtesy, but all of her boldness and reverence. Antiochus. Yo! Oh my god, he's so cocky! Immediately! Also, like... that tail is so fluffy. I love it so much. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of art like this. Because this is absolutely just a political drama. It really is a nice artwork. You would hardly have found the time for a distant relative from the distant land if I had not caught your attention this way. It was a rather inflammatory speech, but far from being enough to lay a foundation. Many young lads had visited the house intending to make their names amongst the guests, so as to enjoy the adoration of others in high society. I don't know you're not one of them. I have little interest in becoming a guest of honor at banquets of Victorian nobility. I simply bring a modest proposal. The resources at Yerag for the industry of Castor complement each other perfectly. There is potential for equal cooperation. I'm building Yerag's first transportation trading company, and I would like to extend an invitation. Wait, he's building a transnational trading company? Brother, what have you been up to? Equal? Equal. In 30 years, the name Yerag will lie on the lips of the nation of Terra. We have nothing to lose and everything to gain from cooperation between our two lands. I commend your courage. I don't know if this means he's going like directly in opposition of Vina. But I doubt you have the means to make such a promise, child. You will assent? As a consummate and visionary politician, you are well aware of the dilemma that Victoria faces. Or, should I say, the Duchy of Castor faces. You will not lightly dismiss any measure that could improve the situation, however slim the chance. The fact that I stand before you now is proof enough that I'm worth investing in. Be thankful you're young enough that I can forgive your imprudence. Answer me then, young visionary, with your wit and guile. How does a country that has yet to adopt the Richium Circuit plan on becoming a name that lips on all the nations of Terra? Your doubts are well founded. Industry and technology are certainly important, but for a nation, there are other things that are even more important. Wait! They haven't adopted the Originium circuit plan. The mines are like currently being emptied. They might be the only one that survives well. Oh god. He's gonna make so many advances and doesn't even know why yet. Or if he does, that's even worse. To be frank, the particular nature of Victorian politics have clouded your eyes for the potential of the United Nation. I believe. He's absolutely taken advantage of that. And she stood upon the highest peak, pointed to the lake in the distance, and spoke. Remember the path you walked, and let not yourself forget. Fear the blizzard that is yet to come, and let not yourself be arrogant. Clutch your bows and arrows, pickaxes, hoes, and tight, and let not yourself be careless. Love your brothers and sisters, love your neighbors and friends, and love the rocks and hills, the grass and trees, as you would love your own siblings. Heed these words, and no calamity shall befall you, and your home and hearth will be safe forevermore. Saintus, it's almost time. Have the doctors not found a way? Pet, 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 pet. Hi, Enya! Hi! I wonder if Cliffheart will be in the story. I hope so. For years, the finest doctor Yerog and Victoria tried everything they could to purge the poison from the Great Elder. In the end, it is not illness that takes him, but time. I see. May I see him? Of course. Please, deliver him Yergonda's name. Anya gently pushes the door open. The dying man's chest barely moves as he lies on the bed. He seems to hear the sound and cocks his ear with great effort before opening his mouth meekly. Anya, is that you? Great Elder. How are you feeling? Would you like some water? No. Listen to me, Anya. What is your wish? This day has been too long in coming. Do you think that? This day has been too long in coming. Of course not. You taught me many things. You have done well. Behua, hello! How were your polls? I've been trying to get her. I have a 5-pot SilverAsh. I'm gonna strangle the man. I wanted one of each and then I would have been happy. I'm gonna hit pity to get Enya. And it's driving me insane. That man will not get off of me. He realized I don't have the necessary equipment for her, so he just keeps coming. I can't stand him. I'm angry. I got way too many of the, like, 5-star. I think I had her full potted, and then I had, like, 16 extra as well. Not many. I should be able to hit it before the 14 days are up. I think I'm at, like, 16 pulls left? Something like that. It's not that many. I had enough saved, so I'm fine. But I was a poor teacher. A poor elder. I was not even a pious child of Yirgarand. Great Elder? I haven't heard Yirgara's voice for many years. I prayed day and night, recited the scriptures over and over, but she never answered my call. I was lost. I was afraid. But I had to keep going. I thought, if Yirganaz was here to protect her people, it was not against her will to act in such a way. I wanted to strengthen the Vine Bead Court's authority. I wanted the hearts of Yuraz to be united and firm. But I erred, in many ways, One can lie to a man, and no one can deceive Yerganad. She sees all that we do. She knows all our errors and our repentance. I know, I believed. But a long time passed, and I thought that I had not been punished by Yerganad. And so, I stopped believing. Until last night, Yerganad came to me in a dream. She did not reproach me. She simply walked in front of me, leading me to a lake whose surface was like a mirror. And she said, all the rivers shall converge upon this place. And then I knew my time was up. I want to repent. I must repent. But it's too late for me. Enya, tell me, honestly, do you still hear Yerganad's voice? Oh! That's how we're starting this? Her followers must listen carefully to her teachings at all times. The noise of the land may deafen our ears to her voice, and the wind and snow blind our eyes to her teachings. But remember, always, that she is good, and those who forsake her walk on the wrong path. It is harder to be good than evil, to forgive than to hate, to be humble than to be proud. Those who tread this path must know it's a treacherous one, but those who stray from it shall find it even harder in return. Okay. Please give me cliff art. At least I want a little bit of cliff art. You do. I forgot the question. What did I ask? I'm sorry. Stop making all that noise, Yucatan. Since when are you restless as serious? I'm sorry, matriarch, but I can't help myself at a time like this. There's nothing I can do for her but pray. Always so uneasy, you and Sirius. She is my younger sister and future brown-tailed matriarch. A little thing like this should be no trouble at all. That lady is in excellent health. You remember how she sneaked out to climb Mount Ganofer when she was 8? Ended up breaking her leg when she fell. I thought she'd never walk again. In 2 months, she was running and jumping around like nothing ever happened. No one gave it a second thought. Are we really sure there's no lingering effects? No, of course there wouldn't be. It was so long ago and the doctors say she's healthy as a burden beast. But can those Victorian doctors really be trusted? Off their heads if anything happens to my stupid sister. Kopferdami. It's been 4 hours! Why don't they come out yet? Matriarch, report from Captain Monk. Shut up! Don't bother me, whatever it is! Understood. Let's take a deep breath, matriarch. Kierda will protect Russ. She's the gentlest woman I've ever met. Who would Yerga Grande watch over, if not her? You're right. She is very cute. But she's absolutely a brat. Yerga Gander. Oh, Yendagander. Hear my prayer. I'm hardly the most pious of Yangadar's people, and now I muster all my piety, in hopes that Yerganadar will grant this one favor. If Clan Browntail must be punished for our past transgressions, then let all that punishment fall upon me. I will accept your anger, your wrath, but please, spare my foolish sister. Yergagander. Okay, so sister just had a baby. All the SilverAsh clan is kind of pulling a move. And at the same time, Yerga might be mad. A babu. Dear travelers, please note that train KT-392 departing from Lake Silbernachaze, bound for the Brig Pass, will be delayed by 1 hour due to inclement weather. Ren, welcome in! You're up from your nap. Good morning. Yerga Rail sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience. Please speak to a staff member at the information desk if you require assistance. By the way, this is kind of crazy to me that like they just name it after their god. Maybe it's just because of that, but how's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well. Are Victorian trains ever not late? Looks like they've even rubbed off on Yerga Rail. It's just a little wait. Frankly, I'd rather stay here for a while longer than deal with those investors back home. At least they have good Sisti milk here for free. But inclement weather, they say. Doesn't look like it's snowing. Yo! Is that a Rhine Lab badge? I think that's Rhine Labs. What's Rhine Labs doing here? She's cute, but like, I don't know. After Lone Trail, I see Rhine Labs, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? By the way, that is one that I have to read for you guys. You barely missed anything, if I'm gonna be honest. We started a little bit late. It's been setting things up. It seems like it's gonna be a political drama for this one. What's the hurry? The trains aren't running. Sorry, excuse me. Wait a minute. I've seen this trick before. You're a pickpocket, aren't you? Stop right there. Let me make sure you didn't steal anything. The woman breaks free of the hand, grabbing her shoulder, and runs in the direction of the crowd, vanishing into a sea of people. Huh? Hey! Somebody help! Thief! Did you lose something, ma'am? My purse, jewelry, terminal? Huh? Everything seems to be here. But that one... I mean, it's ARKNIGHTS. It's like 90% politics, let's be honest. Probably some unfortunate saw trying to get on without a ticket. I told you. This is pious Kierkegaard. Not post-war Londinium. No one's after your purse. Hey, yo! Ryan, hello! By Yerga. Just trying to ride without a ticket and get you hunted down by warriors in Yerag? Found you. Madame Caroline of Rhine Lab. Oh god, it is Rhine Lab! What's Rhine Lab doing here? I know who you are and what you've done. Come quietly, unless you want everyone under the sun to know. Betch, I allowed it one time because it made me laugh, please. Welcome in, man. No, that is not Gilberta. That is Monch. Gilberta doesn't look so tired. This is Gilberta if it was Effie Core. The Vinebead Court will grant you a fair and impartial trial. First, give me what you're holding. The woman silently clutches the folder in her arms and thinks for a moment before crying out without warning. Run! Run! There's a bomb in the station! You know what? Rhine Lab would. No, we're not in Ursus. We're in Yerag. SilverAsh is in charge of the clan there. for in case you don't know, he is the Lord. SilverAsh is making moves. And I think it's gonna conflict with Yerag's teachings. And Enya, his sister, is gonna have issues with that. And I think that's the direction we're going with. It's gonna be basically a standoff within the clan. But at the same time, him trying to take over everything. Holy moly, it's an Uma! You're not wrong! She has so much hair. The crowded station quickly descends into chaos at the woman's cry. The creator of the chaos once again disappears into the crowd. Damn. Russ, so glad you're alright. How are they? The children. Perfectly fine. Your sister's taking care of them. Rest now, and don't worry about a thing. Yee! So, currently the ones that we're looking at is part of the Brown Tails. Panda! Hello! Yes, it has arcs and knights. Yucatan. There were a few times where I thought I was gonna see Yeragana. Every little bad thing I ever did came flashing back before my eyes. Even that time when I climbed that tree to steal Falbooth's eggs when I was 8. What would Yeragana punish me for? She already punished you, remember? The time you spent 2 months in bed. Don't worry about it, Russ. We made through so much. Now we've got another reason to keep going. How big of arcs are we talking about? Well, considering our last one got stolen and we bought like a new one that's like the size of a plate. Pretty big. We have to see Oak and Barry grow up. You named your children Oak and Barry? That's probably why Yerag is like punishing you. Look, man. Look, man. That's a name. Okay, good. Besh, I was trying not to say it, but absolutely. It absolutely is. An entire thing, I'm just waiting for someone to be named, like, Kaylee, but it's spelled with so many extra letters that are silent. Oh, man. It's that name. You should be punished. You leave Oak and Barry alone? What are they gonna do? Become jam? No! Yeragana won't separate us. Yucatan, is it snowing outside? It's a little cold. I'll add some firewood and give you another blanket. Oh, she's gonna die still. Give them whooping coughs. Well, apparently they're gonna become orphans just now. One will become jam, the other will become paper. Sleep well, Russ. The winter will pass, and we can go see the flowers by the lake when spring comes. All of us, together. Sirius closes her eyes and falls asleep quietly. Should be a moment of happiness, but Yucatan feels a rock in his heart. He looks outside. The clouds are thick and heavy, but the snow refuses to fall. This kind of weather is rarely seen in Yerag. Maybe we're in for a cold winter this year, Yucatan thinks. At least you don't have a cousin named Candy. I think you're doing good, champ. Besh, please tell me you don't have a cousin named Candy. Please tell me your aunt and uncle did not give a child a stripper name. I'm begging you. When the winter passes... Oh no! No! It's real! Why? That's messed up, man. She's omnipresent. She cannot be sought. We need not question her existence. She is there when we choose to follow her. Do you remember this from the scriptures? No, this is not how it should be. If she's omnipresent and cannot be sought, then who hears her will? And who... You should rest, Great Elder. Don't let yourself suffer. Every thrust, you just hear the... Oh god, you just hear the bell! No! She won't come home! I'm still so angry! It's like naming your child Sugarcane? Okay, no, here's the thing. Candy's a stripper name. Sugarcane is a drag queen name. So, like... It's a little different, but man... I mean, I'm gonna get her eventually. I literally have, what, 16 pulls until I'm guaranteed to get her. But I'm just pissed off. It's only a stripper name when it starts with K? You know what, Besh? You got a point there. My bad, homie. You should rest, Great Elder. Don't let yourself suffer. I see it, Enya. I see unprecedented calamity descend upon Mount Carlon. I see Originium bringing ruin to the land. I see her abandoning Yerag. Oh shit. Caught up in a bout of excitement, the old man stares outside the window, his face warped and twisted, seemingly seething in anger or engulfed by terror that defies description. Also, I just realized you guys are a little... Let me fix that. So that way you guys can read along if you want to. There we go. He raises his withered arms, trying to grasp at something, only for them to fall back down meekly. Finally, he quiets down, as though he has expended his last sliver of strength he had. Great Elder. Enya, say a prayer for me. Final chapter of the Yergagarander. We can read. You know what? My bad. I forgot it is EN Night. I'm sorry. That was very insensitive of me. Leon's a strong name. I think he'll be okay, Panda. You got logos and Ulpapi? Damn. We're not manga readers. I know, you guys just wait for the anime adaptation. And all the rivers shall converge upon this place at the end of it all. And you shall walk the path forward alone. And the path you shall walk lies beneath your feet. She sighs as she speaks those words. She turns around and disappears in the wind and snow from whence she came. You have no hope of escape. The people of Yerag know the wind and snow better than any outsider. Your arts are not effective here. We don't want to damage our relationship with Rhine Lab. Otherwise, I would keep you here by any means necessary to retrieve the military secrets that you stole. Rhine Lab! What are you doing? Honk. Steam... Oh... I don't think it's on my side. I'm having good connectivity, thankfully. Leon and Dante will probably be okay. Honk concerns me. Is Monch related to Gilberta? Nah. They're just separate. Very similar pigtail. She's like sleepy Gilberta. I'm not carrying your military secrets. I have no reason to believe you. Coffee, Gilberta? Do it! Punchy, no! You still want to do it when he's like asking you to? When the BDSM is going on in my chat? You don't understand. Don't understand what? You don't understand what this data means. How long do you think your god will protect you? It's no fun if they want Panda. Gonzo, hello! Panda, we need to sit down and have a talk. What did you mean by this? Can't talk your way out of this. Wait. What's with the clouds? Run! Okay, don't scream on a mountain. Yeah, you call it an avalanche, girl. Yeah, you call it an avalanche! The avalanche struck in an instant. A loud crack moved the mountain that had remained dormant for years. Snow poured down the slopes, mixed with the rocks and black crystals, and all creation was obscured by gray and white. The mountain trembled. The echoes lingered in the valley. Few could comprehend what just had happened. It was the first catastrophe in history to strike this place. Oh! So, like I mentioned, I've already been doing the stages. The fact that, like, the entire stages are avalanches? Oh no! Oh, we're in for a bad time, guys. Alright, we just did one. Really quickly, I want to show you this. 15 rules, not even 16, I have 15 rules. And then I can go ahead and, like, exchange for Enya. This guy would not stop look at this. This is stupid. This is stupid. Where is he? Look at how dumb this is. This is so dumb. He would not stop coming. He's cock blocking me. I mean, I had to do 300 rolls to get the, like, non-limited. I don't know if that's better luck. Phrasing? I mean, I know what I said. Anyway, I am gonna get Wizardell skin. So we'll do that later. But I am gonna get it because I need to get every altar skin. I'll probably get Lapland's too. Boop, 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 boop. She looks so cute. She looks super cute. I haven't been able to see the new skin. Sorry. I've gotten a little distracted. Do I need anybody else's? Maybe Absinthe, just because I love Absinthe. Okay. We get back to what we're here for. This is just that. And that's just showing the avalanches. Like, crazy. Crazy to me. Team Alpha, drop the supplies on the east side clearing. Set up medical tents in conjunction with the Pella Roach enforcements and be ready to retrieve wounded. Right. Team Bravo, take your shovels and wineskins and look for survivors in the ruins of the train station. Oh. So honestly, by her saying that there's a bomb, she might have saved a lot of people from the train station. Maybe, because they also could have, like, run out into this. Be thorough and keep your eyes open. Oh, your ears open for any cries. Alright, team, grab your gear and follow me. Try not to make too much noise. We could still be looking at a second avalanche. A team's on the way to investigate the mountain. Trust our people. And trust in Yergagander's protection. By Yergander. Why is Matterhorn here? Matterhorn actually is, like, SilverAsh's main protector. He's actually part of Clan SilverAsh. By Yergander. By Yergander. Time's wasting. Get moving. Yes, sir. Before the voices disperse in the cold wind, the servants of Clan SilverAsh are already on the move, spreading on the snow in every direction. They're not the only ones here. The white tide has torn a gash in the peace. Over here! This one's alive! Hang in there. You're son of Yerad. You can take it. Who is this man? I know he's part of like older Arknights because of the art design, but like... Bro, you need a haircut and like a beard trim. You good? Napoleon? Oh, that's what he reminds me of. My leg. I can't move my leg. My leg is... Ugh. Don't move. Somebody in the back, report! We dug a hole, but his leg is pinned on the steel girder. If we can't take it out this way, we'll need to search into... No, I'll try to dig a little more. Okay, good news. The girder's already broken. All we have to do is lift it up. Oh, we need a little elbow grease. Over here! All hands on deck! Hold tight. 1, 2, 3. Ugh! It hurts. We got a gap! Pull him out now! I got him. Take it easy. Lift him up. Put him on the tarp. Careful not to pull the wound open. Slowly. Carefully. Got it! Stretcher! Out of the way! Stretcher coming through. Suppressed, restrained cries. Rescuers, stretchers, survivors. The rescuers run back and forth in the white snow, their faces red with exertion. Hot sweat dripping on the snow. Take over from me here, Golo. Save every soul you can. Right. Bro! You're in a mountain, man! Like, I know you're gonna be running around, but like, at least the long sleeve. You want his beard? It's so untrimmed and unruly. You want that? But where are you going, sir? Wait, that's Leto's dad? Can't deny my rights. I'm sorry, man. I see it, but like, that's Leto's dad. Okay. Sir Arctos, is rescue work in the south already done? No, not yet. Gula's overseeing it. I came to find you. We're handling things here. No need to worry. The Browntails' help has already arrived. They brought blankets and food. Madame Radados wanted to come personally, but she seems to be otherwise engaged. I figured as much. We know what's going on. Nobody blames her. Shitrak. Timing of this bloody disaster. Came out of the blue. There were no warning signs. No chance to repair. Yes, that's why I came to you. You know the rules. This avalanche happened on Palerocha land, and we're responsible for the mountains here. You've been watching the thickness of the snowpack. I've seen the records myself. Everything was normal. That's why I came to ask. Don't you have people at the research institute of yours whose job is to check on the mountains? What were they saying? Research institute? You mean Rhine Lab? Yeah, they spent all day on the mountains carrying all the new fangled gear. You're not telling me they didn't find anything, did you? They have their own projects to deal with. Don't necessarily focus all their attention on the mountains. Besides, we came as soon as we heard about the avalanche. We haven't had a chance to find out what they know. Sir Enciotti sent Dagonbreaker up the mountains with the team. Dagonbreaker's here! Yes! Oh, my girl! They should be back soon. It's just sending chills up my spine. One of the blazes this avalanche. The wind wails, carrying snowflakes with it. The man turns around and stares at the mountain. He may be a mountain among men, but He's a little more than a pebble before the silent mountains. Is that? A group is moving quickly down the snowy mountain path, heading for the two men. Sir Matterhorn! We must let Sensiotes know at once. We found... The investigator's expression is deathly pale. His fur boots wet and gray with dirty snow. In the wind, his rapid and ragged breath sounds almost like wailing. Yeah! Matterhorn is really important for the SilverAsh clan. It's why in SilverAsh's summer skin, is it summer skin? It's the one where he dressed like a pirate. You actually see Matterhorn. That's his homie, man. I'll show you guys later after this one. Yeah, I'll try to remember to show it to you. There are no further details about the framework agreement. Let us now move on to the details of the terms of the agreement. First, concerning taxation of the joint Yera Kazimier's mining endeavor. Sir, Madame Dagenbreaker's outside. She has something to report. Right now? Yes, she says it's extremely urgent. Yeah, he's there, because, like, Matterhorn is, like, his right-hand man. What's the urgent matter? We found this on the mountain, where the avalanche occurred. Dagenbreaker opens her gloved hand, and a small black shard of Originium lies quietly in her palm. Oh no. On a mountain in Yerag. If the mountain by the train station counts as Yerag. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you somewhere to see all the connections after this. Both Knossos and Rides Island have examined it. It's almost certain that. Dagenbray looks around her, making sure there's no eavesdroppers, and drops her voice. The avalanche was a catastrophe. How many know? The investigation team leads our people, so we can keep quiet, but a number of those at the foot of the mountain have been infected. Oh no! Wait, she went missing and then just came back to raise lead? Wild. It won't be secret for long. Nathan, hello! It might be you. It might have to do the alert button. How goes ARKNIGHTS? I'm actually very excited. I'm still angry at this man. This man pisses me off. Go enjoy your meal! No worries. Thank you for stopping by, Besh. Have a good meal. Nah, there's no taxes. Tax season's over. Is it over? No, it's like one more week. Tax season for Sin is over. Instruct Matterhorn to set a blockade and not allow civilians to approach. I want checkpoints on the mountain as well. Contact Rhodes Island, request secrecy and housing and treatment of the patients. Tell them to contact Carla and Trade if they need any help. SilverAsh, are you really trying to keep this full? You can't keep this quiet. And tell Rododos and Arctos to meet me at the train station 1 hour. Whatever it takes. Understood. Anything else? He is the Lord of Clan SilverAsh and one of the most important people in Yerag. Right, thank you for this lore, but what the hell? Like, sorry, this is just wild to me because I didn't know. Who is this woman? Take a squad and go to the Vinebead Court immediately. And tell Knossos to take a team to protect the Rhineline observation station. Understood. I actually don't know. Wait, wasn't she gone or something? Dagenbreaker? Enciotis checks his clothes and goes back to the conference room. I'll have to check her out later. Can someone, like, put that in the server? I apologize for the delay. Let us continue. First, concerning taxation of the joint Yera Kazmir's mining endeavor. Preposterous. Preposterous. If you can just go ahead and give me the name of Tatiana Larina. There's never been such a prophecy in any scriptures. Why would Yergander punish us with a catastrophe? It's preposterous. But it happened. She's left because she's angry with us. How do we explain this catastrophe, if not by Yergander's anger? Look at the crowd surrounding the Vine-Beat court now. They are pious believers in Yergander, gentle children of Yerag. Are we to tell them that the families and friends they lost, all their suffering, happened for no reason at all? The people are troubled. Their faith is shaken. But it is at times like this that our faith must grow stronger than ever. How do we know this isn't a trial from Yergander to reinforce her fate? Yergander has not abandoned Yerag. Why would she punish Yerag for no reason? Perhaps it happened because we acted against Yergander's will. The young cleric takes a look at the saintess in the middle of the hall, then lowers his head without a word. Thank you, I appreciate that. You may speak your mind. Saintess, I believe this is the fury of Yergander. It's a warning. Because the Vine-Beat court. Because we made the wrong choice. We should have not allowed the Fateless to build upon Mount Karlan. We should have remained firm, rejected them. They did not defile the temple of Yergander and anger her. Why would Yergag? His voice grows louder, but at the same time firmer. The hall is quiet, and no one is speaking on objection. I see. You believe that I, the Saintess, has offended Yergander and brought catastrophe upon Yerag. No, Saintess, what I mean is... No, your words offer valuable insight. It is only the people at the foot of the mountain, many who sit among us, that think the same way. This is what's happening now. People doubt the Vine-Beat court, and you, too, are anxious and wavering. Cleric Thangot, Cleric Renoa, one of you believes that Yergander continues to favor us as she always has. The other believes that Yergander has... She bows and thinks for a moment, her alabaster face calm as ice. Recite to me the 3 protections detailed in Yergander. Yes, Saintess. The first protection, page 7, line 9 of the Yergander. And so she spoke to the shepherd boy, saying, I shall grant you shelter, and all that you may need. I shall hunt in the woods, and I shall plant seeds in the earth, such that you will have furs to wear and food to eat, and neither frost nor famine shall take you. And thus she protects us from the harms of cold and hunger. The second protection, page 25, life 17 of the Yergander. And so the protector came forth from the people, awakened the clouds of myriad colors, and built high walls of earth watered with snow. And thus she protects our homes and our kin, and she taught us the means to defend ourselves from our enemies. And page 32, line 2 of the Yergander, towards the end. That day she proclaimed to the people, My eyes shall watch over you, my fur shall warm you, my backbone shall protect you, while my flesh and blood shall bless you. You have learned the way of wind and snow, and learned the form of walking. You are the people of Yerag, and the land of Yerag belongs to you from this day forth. Very good. Now tell me, is there anyone in Yergander where Yergander promises that the Yerag will always be safe from catastrophe? Are you making that promises to Yergander's people on her behalf? Many of the seated clerics look down without a word. It is quiet enough to hear a pin drop. The smell of incense fills the nostrils, but it feels as though their breaths have been frozen in place by the exchange that has occurred. Your words ring true, Saintess. Catastrophe has struck Yerag. Some have died, and others have become affected. The entire snow realm has heard the news. Fear, anxiety, sorrow, even anger are spreading throughout the people of Yerag. I can kind of understand where you're coming from. I will say they're two very different cultures, because one's based more on Russia and the other one is based on the Nordic region. But I can understand. I don't think the next one is, though. Our duty is to seek a solution. Certainly. Now is not the time for debate, and my words are intended as a warning, not to fall into the twin traps of panic and prejudice. The old man looks too realistic. He's really well drawn. You are the faithful devotees of Yergander, and you understand the weight that words have. No member of the Vinebead court is to speak of Yergander's punishment from this moment forth. Tomorrow I'll go to the Hall of Writings and devote myself to studying the scriptures and hearing her voice. Elder Adsel. Yes, Saintess. As for the new great elder, you shall oversee the Vinebead court in my stead during my retreat. You are to carry out the duties for the court faithfully and diligently, from placating the people to conducting the memorial service and copying the scriptures for the repose of the seas. Wait, she returned with the daughter that she had, like, raised alone since then? That's how Leto was raised? Understood. We must have faith. Yerag has weathered many storms and overcome many challenges. The Vinebead court is ever with the people. At least things haven't gotten out of hand. Her little puppy dog smile. Oh, you're so cute. Pat, 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 pat. The girl exhales and slumps over the desk, finally able to relax the back that she has kept straight as a fur in the snow. I don't understand. Why do people keep treating our god as a wishing well? Why do they attribute everything good and bad to her, in their lives to her? What? Welcome in, Phantom. I know this is not how I should think as her saintess, but I don't understand why a catastrophe would strike now either. That was your Snapple Juice battle fact. They still do those? Bring in the dresser, please, Yad. The funeral preparations are done. Starting tomorrow, we'll... Yad? The room is quiet except for the whistling of the wind and the crackling of the fire. And he turns to find the room is completely empty. Yad, where are you? The handmaiden who should be at the saintess' side at all times is nowhere to be seen. There is only Anya's own shadow, thin and long in the light of the fireplace, flickering in the dim room. Yad? Anya. Tell me, honestly. I have played Amori. I will never play it again. I actually streamed it, so if you want to watch me play it. Do you still hear Yergadanda's voice? The crackling and the burning firewood echoes through the empty room. The wind continues to wail outside the window. She can almost hear the cries and the bewildered devotees at the front of Mount Carlin. Anya recalls the day that she first came to the saintess' quarters. An unfamiliar room, an unfamiliar smell. Home was well in sight, yet she would never return there under her own name. At the time, she felt the same emptiness, as though the room were a snowy cave. It is an emotional roller coaster. Omori is a crime, I agree. I like and hate Omori. That's what I'll say about it. I'll never play it again. I'll never touch it again. I am happy that I experienced it because it's a really well, like, thought out story. But I still get angry. And upset. That's what I'll say about it. In a familiar room and a familiar smell, home was well in sight. Yet she would never return there under her own name. At the time, she felt the same emptiness, as though this room were a snowy cave. But she has grown accustomed to having a companion, someone to whom she has to pour her heart out, someone on whom she can rely on. But now, the yet another scripture lie open on the desk. The dressing mirror reflects the girl's helpless expression. Oh. Did she quit because she thinks that Yerag is, like, upset? Yar, you promised me you wouldn't disappear so suddenly. Exactly what happened? Damn. Okay, we'll do the after for one, but first, two things because I mentioned it during that one. Where is he? Where is he? Here he is. So yeah, here, this is his posse. So Matterhorn is absolutely part of his posse. That's his crew. This is his group. It's so beautiful. It really is. As far as seeing who's related and who's not, you can always look at the network, and that's Ursus, Sami Kazmirez. Where's Yerag? Yerag. So you can kind of see the connection between Yerag and everything. And he's connected to, like, everybody. So this is, like, his main group. I still need to get Dagon Breaker. But yeah, you can kind of see how they're related. These are the siblings. She is very related to Yera, who is, if I remember correctly, she's actually a Pheromone proxy. So that's another Pheromone. Taylor! Yo! Yeah, no worries. Relax. Ironically, she's not very good, if I remember correctly. This is just Prismatic's altar. So these are just going to be the siblings here, because these are the same ones. To be fair, that is her other skin. Might have to go with the other. So fair, wanted to wake up in the daydream. Where are you? I know I have you. Where are you? Here you are. So that's her other skin, but this is how she usually looks. I have not leveled her up. But her skin is super cute. She has like a little maid outfit, which is it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny to me. Girly Pop, it is the Girly Pop song. But yeah, that way you can kind of see how people are related if you do want to check that out. Two months ago. No! No! Why is Mulsis here? Oh! I thought I was free from her. I thought I was free! I'm glad you like Moo Moo. Take her! Take her away! She pisses me off. Do you not like her? She's not bad. I think she's just too quick to give up. Nowhere near Calcit. No one near, like, Mulsis just pisses me off. That's all it is. That she just pisses me off. I won't say I hate her. I don't necessarily like her. It's more in that vein. It's one of those things where, like, it's not that I despise her. I'm just not huge with her. Wait, is that the museum girl that dropped her friend on her head? No, 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 no. This is very, very different. This is Mulsis. She's part of the Lone Trail event. We will be doing Lone Trail because I think that's an event that everyone should, like, see at least. But until then... Yeah, this is Wet Elf. Wet Elf. That's a great way to describe it. Until then, we'll like, I'll hold off because I do want you guys to experience Lone Trail. Lone Trail, I think, has one of the best lore in-game. And actually, I owe that, like, event the reason why I started on YouTube. So, Definitely want to show you guys Lone Trail. That was fast. An observation station on this side, built in such a short period of time. Have I read Lone Trail? I know what happens. I did the entire synopsis. I was actually busy doing the ARKNIGHTS creator competition at the time. This was before that I was like an ARKNIGHTS content creator, but like they had the thing on YouTube. And I spent the entire time making like a little trailer, like a fun little trailer for Lone Trail, and like with all custom art and everything. And I actually like learned how to animate a little bit with it. This was before I debuted as a VTuber. But that's what really got me started because it made me really happy. It is private now. Just because I cringe at it now. But it was really good. It's so cool. It's a really nice style. Not only that, we got the space race. Business must have cried tears of blood when they approved the budget. It's wonderful. It was a lot of fun recreating that. Hey, silence! Actually, we got more sponsorship offers from financial institutions than we could handle the moment the committee approved the Yedagog observation station. If anything, funding was the least of our worries on this project. Honestly, Silence, I didn't expect the committee to approve the proposal that easily. I had my reservations. I still think Ryan Lab is too adventurous with regard to the research of the star pod. There are numerous potential risks that we have not fully considered. But I also recognize the stability I hope for May will never come. At the end of the day, it's the specific people in whom we place our trust. Well then, thank you for your trust, Silence Scientific Ethics Consensus Committee. I hope what we're doing is worth it. Of course it is! The station is a unique opportunity for the company. In addition to the star pod research, the low originium environment in Yedagog also offers a rare opportunity for biological research. Not to mention, Mariam has wanted to visit Cardland for ages. Even Ferdinand came with a proposal of the station's core power supply just 2 weeks before we got approved. Of course, he buried his head in theoretical research right after. Elena from Energy is handling the actual implementation. Let's hope our interactions with Yedagog go smoothly. I believe there'll be no need to worry about that. Saria? Junk, hello! Yes, a lot of lore got dropped that event. And if I remember correctly, isn't that the event that, like, started the path for the story connecting to Enfield? Because that we have that, and then, I can't remember the actual name. Something so for the Sui one. The door to the observation station opens from the outside. The visitor flicks away the snow that's fallen on the shoulders and walks in. Ah, no, it's Gnosis! Hear the people so, thank you. We meet again, Mr. Edelweiss. Just a regular visit to see if you need anything for the construction of the station. It was. It seems that things are progressing quite smoothly. Not only that, it's apparently one of the like most well-written ones. It got so many compliments from all over the place. So I'm really excited. That one, even though it'll never get a rerun now that I'm like a VTuber and especially ARKNIGHTS creator, we're gonna do that one no matter what. Especially after the Friston EP, which... devastating, by the way! Man! That's all I can say. Man! It seems that things are progressing quite smoothly. Nos looks at the bright lights installed in the spacious ceiling of the station. Friston! Ryan Lab and Carlin Trade have worked together to build this temple, sturdy and bright, in an astonishingly short period of time. Compared to the houses in Yerag, its bold, futuristic design might as well have come from another world. Yeah, because it's Rhinelab. Carla Trade will do everything in our power to assist Rhineland's observation project and provide any assistance necessary outside the scope of work. As long as the term agreed to or the treaty are upheld, you will enjoy maximum freedom to conduct your activities in Yerag. I keep crashing out, Taylor. It devastates me. We finally got a sprite for his daughter as well. Thank you for your generosity, Mr. Edelweiss. I actually don't think they're going to be launching rockets from Mount Carlan. My guess for why we are on Mount Carlan is you do want a location with as little light and like smoke pollution. And it would be perfect for that. Especially considering they're not on the Originium circuits. Mount Carlan will be perfect place to study space. Oh, silence is beautiful. Rhinelab doesn't necessarily hoard the latest technology. That'd be Columbia. But, like, Rhinelab, Oh, that's devastating. You might have a point, Taylor. No, oh, that's devastating. Also, by the okay, like, sorry, I'm gonna get off topic because, like, Lone Trail. Another thing that devastates me in the Friston EP is talking about how Kristen is the one that he's entrusting everything to, so we know where that story leads. Oh, devastating. Thank you for your generosity, Mr. Edelweiss. Yeah. Research has always been a sole purpose of Rhinelab. We have no reason to violate the treaty. Of course, I believed as much. Such transnational cooperation is unprecedented in the history of Terra. It will undoubtedly produce a share of obstacles. I simply wish to express that, as long as we proceed with the Duke Handor into sharing of scientific information, we'll be able to avoid sort of accident that occurred in Trimonts. Oh, I forgot to ask. Will the Saintons come and visit the station? I expect she'll attend the opening ceremony once the facility is complete. Is there a particular reason you hope to meet her? Oh, nothing serious. I'm just a curious critter. Kristen's dead. There's no way. Kristen's absolutely dead. This is gonna be very depressing. But the way that I see Kristen is akin to the way I see Laika. I think Kristen was supposed to be a stand-in for Laika. And maybe that's why I'm like jumping the gun and everything and like that, but she does have the stasis pod, but I don't think she ever went in there with the entire thought of like surviving. I think she's out there trying to get more information and she did that. I don't think Kristen's alive. But you know what? Who knows? And it devastates me more because I see her akin to Laika. And every single time I think of Laika, it devastates me and pisses me off. I kind of remember the Saintess isn't too into our project, but she flipped around and agreed all of a sudden. I just want to know what made her change her mind, and I figured that'd be a chance to ask. The Saintess has a very busy schedule. If you wish to meet her, you may want to attend some local ceremonies, if the fancy strikes. The Saintess in the Vinebead Court would also be happy to receive you. Let me know if you have such intentions, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Well, aren't you meticulous? You seem made for this job. I've simply shown you proper Yerag hospitality. It's our mutual hope that this cooperation will be the fruitful one, free of trouble. It was a weak imitation? Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I don't think Kristen's alive. I really don't think she is. Much appreciated. The project won't go smoothly without your help. I would not call it help. We're simply trying to achieve the same goal. Carlin Trade will connect the mountains of Yerag for you, paving the roads and providing the necessary freedom for your activities. In turn, Rhine Lab will share data from your studies in our local ecology and assist with medical development. They look like VTubers? I think that's just because, honestly, VTubers look like gacha game designs. If I'm going to be honest. I think that's more what it is than the other way around. You will fangirl if she does? Yeah. I don't want them to bring her back. I think, it sounds messed up, but I think Kristen is best off dead. Especially considering all of Ryan Lab's reaction. The contact details have to go between Director Fitzroy and Carlin Trade, of course. I'm a researcher, not a diplomat. I just want you to know that Ryan Lab has come to a sacred place in good faith. I agree. On this, I think we are the same mind. They shake hands with nods and smiles, an image that could never be served as a perfect press photo. There's no need to worry. We will continue along as friends, assuming we're both abide by our agreement. Say, welcome in! Dude, I don't know why they gave Ashton another altar when her art is already like beautiful. I think the artist style is unique in the sense that like it doesn't feel old. I'm surprised why they gave her an altar. Nah, I think this design is honestly a 5-star if I'm gonna be honest. I must work hard. And 2.0, when we eventually get Sin 2.0, that'll be my altar and it'll be a 6-star. Honestly, yeah. I haven't played her alt. I just got her. Very beautiful. Shocked that we need one though, because like I'll be honest, I think older operators should get the altars. First welfare has gotten altars and also nerf welfare? Really? Because I know we've gotten altars that are welfares before, but I guess it is like welfare squared. It is crazy. I don't even know if Cliffheart's going to be in this event. We haven't seen her yet. The representative Carlin Trader here, Elena. They want to meet a representative of Ryan Lab as soon as possible. Why? We don't have any scheduled meetings with Carlin Trade, do we? Yeah, I know a lot of people got angry that we got so many alts when this came out in China. I'll be honest, I don't mind the alts. Is it because of the catastrophe? They want to discuss the cause. And at least obtain data observed by the station. Right. Did you see Carlin anywhere? She's supposed to be in charge of the observation data, isn't she? That's the other question I have for you. No one's seen her since yesterday morning. What? Men with guns surrounding the station, demanding that all our research gather in the lobby for questioning. Is this how Carlin Trade treats its friends, Mr. Eloise? The research stands around a spacious lobby in small groups. Knots and the guards of Clan SilverAsh occupy the outside area near the door. Two groups stand opposite of one another, as though separated by an invisible river. It's a request, not a demand. And it seems that not all your researchers are accounted for. Who exactly are you looking for? Yeah, I agree. I actually like the fact that there's like story progression for characters we already have. I know a lot of like there's so many good NPCs in NPC jail. I'm not against alters because I'll be honest, I kind of appreciate that their stories continue and they evolve. It's not one of the situations where we got the operator, all right, back of the line, you don't care anymore. I do appreciate that any character can still come back, and obviously there is one of the things where it's like popularity, because I know, once again, the title, I know what kind of people like SilverAsh, I'm gonna be honest, but like, ugh. Tallulah is a long way from being from NPC jail, in my opinion. There's still story beats that we need with Tallulah. Is there Yera content in this tale so far? Not yet. Yera isn't here at the moment. We are talking a lot about Kiergadan, whatever it's called, Gander, Yerga Gander. So she's probably gonna appear soon, is my assumption. We did get a depressed version of Angelina though, so you might wanna you might like her. I don't think it took ages, I'm gonna be honest. Because, truth be told, there's not a huge amount of alters if we're being 100% transparent. Who exactly are you looking for? A researcher who was spotted in the restricted military zone of Yerag. Nasa scanned the face of the researchers one by one. The strong guard stands silently while the researchers exchange wordless gaze. She's not here. Seems that Ryan Lamb is not fully aware of your researcher's whereabouts. If you're accusing us of espionage, I'll ask that you submit your complaint through official channels. We're unable to cooperate with impromptu investigations like so. And of course, there's another reason why I'm here. I'm sure you've heard about the catastrophe that occurred within Giergad's borders several hours ago. Something that's never happened before in our history. Panic is spreading. The people's nerves are sensitive. Anything new may provoke a reaction. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Probably. Yeah, I think Tallulah is going to be one of those operators that we'll get towards the end of the game, if I'm going to be honest. And for that reason, it devastates me. Because I know what's going to happen after that. Should I trust that you're not one of the sensitive ones, Mr. Edelweiss? My views on the matter, and Carlin's trade views, are not important at this time. What is important is that the people want an explanation. I hope to work together with you to find the cause of the catastrophe. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. I just checked the station's observation logs. There's nothing out of the ordinary for the 72-hour period preceding the catastrophe. So you're telling me that the observation station did not detect anything abnormal leading up to the first catastrophe to strike this land in 1,000 years? Tong Tong? What about Tong Tong? That's the truth, at least based on our observation data. Elena? It's alright. Mr. Edelweiss wants the truth. We'll give him the truth. No, this is not Tong Tong. Who were you calling Tong Tong? This... Because I'm not sure... No, I know about Tong Tong in Enfield. He was asking if it was her. Elena? Oh, no. No, Elena is Asjin. Tong Tong's a whore. Oh, God. The primarily objective of this observation station is to study the star pod. Yeah, it was the star pod. Current research shows no relation between the star pod and catastrophes. Similarly, any assertion that the building an observation station here might bring catastrophe to Kiera is purely speculative, with no basis in evidence. Wait a second, Elena. Now is not the time to be argumentative. May I be frank? You may. The young woman's voice is calm, her gaze firm and unwavering. I won't mince words then. This may come contrary to the Yergard faith, but from a scientific perspective, so-called sudden catastrophes are not an abnormal occurrence. It is the peace and quiet that Yetica has enjoyed for so long. The attitude of taking it for granted that is truly abnormal. The lobby's completely quiet. Elena's voice echoes to the end of the corridor. I mean, I'd be calm too if it'd been 1,000 years since the last calamity struck and like in this location. Is there a station? I mean, probably. Could also be solar powered, but then again, do we have solar power in ARKNIGHTS? I don't know. Or it could be arts. When the observation station was first established, Ryan Lab considered adding a catastrophe warning system. Unfortunately, we placed too much trust in the past experience, and did not consider the installation of the system to be a priority. If we take remedial measures, the real priority should be for Ryan Lab and Carline Trade to go back to the negotiating table and establish an effective catastrophe detection system in Yetica as soon as possible. A most astute observation, miss. I agree completely. Carline Train will be developing a catastrophe detection system, a top priority. We would like to obtain a copy of the station's observation data from the past month. May we expect your cooperation? Of course. Oh, okay, it's actually explained? Then I guess we'll find out soon. One moment, please. I didn't know you had it in you, Elena. Sorry, Director Mulsis. Was I too hot-headed? A little bit, maybe. I was just angry at how science has to explain the perceptions that are completely unscientific, no matter where we are. We have to recognize that science can be very distant things for a lot of people. The people and the things that trouble us are part of this land. It's not something that we can ignore. Like Silence said, science is clear, incisive look at every one of us. I know, but this is just so absurd. Never mind that for now. Let's get the data we need. Data. It's not like we'll find anything. Wait, this graph. Elena picks up the scattered paper and notices the shape of a certain curve on the spectrogram. This is impossible. What is it? This machine is used to study the star pod structure by bombarding it with high-powered particle beams and observing the resulting electromagnetic radiation. But I just realized the data obtained between 3 and 4 a.m. on December 7th is identical to to the data from the same period on December 4th. An unusual coincidence? No, it's impossible. Just like how two snowflakes are completely alike, atmospheric electromagnetic radiation is constantly changing. There's only one possibility. If the exact same waveform is displayed during the same period on 2 different days for an entire hour, then like the data was replicated. Someone altered this data. Yep. Also, Mulsis, you should know this. You're a scientist. That's like a huge coincidence if that ever happened naturally. Like, such a low percentile chance. Come on, Mulsis. Falsifying data to support the hypothesis? But people don't usually pull shenanigans like that until way later in the project. Strat, hello! A lot of us are pulled back into Lone Trail because this is bringing up so many, like, Lone Trail memories. It is going to be a political drama. I didn't think that we were going to get any Ryan Lab content, so I'm actually very excited for that. As far as non-story goes, SilverAsh won't get off my dick. That man does not want me to see his sister. He knows I don't have the necessary equipment and he's angry about it. He will not let me near his sister! Got any idea who might have done it? December 7th, the day before the catastrophe. It's too early in the first. Yeah, you know, I can't believe that. Mulsis pisses me off so much, okay? I have a near full pot SilverAsh. By the time I hit pity, because I'm like 15 away from pity, I will have a full pot SilverAsh. I am so angry. Did I pull already? I did. I have to do the ritual. For those of you who do not know the ritual, it's I first wake up and I'm like half naked in bed. That's how I summon people. Apparently, that got SilverAsh going. I wanted his sister. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have a full pot SilverAsh. And I just wanted 1-1. I would have been happy with 1-1, but he kept coming, and I'm like, bro, stop. The one on observation duty was Carolyn. Could it be? Angry shouts pierced the metal walls. Give Mount Carlin back to us! Back to Yerag! Back to Yeragander! Get off Yeragander's land! Okay, we have at least time for at least part 1. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this stupid shit. Oh, wrong one. This is so stupid! This pisses me off! I just wanted 1 copy and 1 of that. No, I'm not even kidding! Yeah, potential! Think we have time for part 2 too? We'll see, because my voice is a little rough. I had to eat and immediately like come over here, which isn't the best because I had soda for my dinner, so it's a little rougher on my voice. And look, this is stupid. This is stupid. 285 rolls, not even for the limited operator. I already got the limited operator and nearly full potted him. By the time the event's over, I will have him full potted. I am not in the need of a ban. I want her. She can freeze the like ending. This is who I want. She can freeze the point. Look, it's like really good. It's a goated strat. I highly recommend it. But this man won't leave me alone. Literally the HR meme. Could you imagine I full pot him before the like guaranteed? But yeah, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. I'm pissed off. I was not joking. It's ridiculous. Yes, I just want the frozen blue box! No, because here's the thing. If I don't get her within the next 15 rolls, I will have to spark her. So, if she comes before then, I will get another Wizardell. I doubt she's coming before then, though. But if she does, we'll raise the potential on Wizardell. I think her potential's only 1. Yeah, so I'll just do the, like, DP cost -1. Because I was debating between her or Lapland, but I already have like a 4-pot Lapland. Nah, it's okay. Usually they're not part of the... There's no sparking, but because there is a limited, she's part of it. I could let it go, but like I already went to pity. I'm hitting pity for it. I'd rather get her. So, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to be pulling until the next limited banner, which I think is a Sui. Is it Wing? So it'll be okay. This banner is crazy. In multiple communities, the poll results is just that bleak. It be fine. I'm already gonna hit pity. I'm not gonna go past pity. So it'll be okay. I'll have enough time to save up, and I still haven't touched these, as well as this. So next time, and I did buy all of these since I don't want to hit convert them, but I'll be able to get more headhunting permits. Off banner 6 times in 40. I have not gotten any off banners. All I've gotten is SilverAsh. It's been only SilverAsh, and I know like so many people would be angry at me being like, it's only SilverAsh. But it's only SilverAsh. I wanted one and his sister. That's it. You watched it live in voice chat? Oof. Please send Ara my condolences. You'll pull because you're bored? I mean, there's a chance to get W or Wizadell, so like, go for it. There they are. The unclean who defiled Mount Carlin and the faith of Yerog. I'm sending you good jujus. Okay, here's the thing. Punchy. You must do the strat. Get in bed. Get half naked. She will arrive. Like 10 peeps? Oof. Oof. The Iron House of Foreigners has angered Yergagandir. Oh, Yergagandir. On high, forgive our sins. The sound of praying and sobbing mixed with angry shouting. The sound weave into the rope, connecting tearful, fearful, and angry faces surrounding the newly built observation station. The steel doors remain unmoving. A wizened voice cuts through the crowd. Remember that the wind wrapping the mountains does not come from nowhere. For this one, you need to go streaky, not just naked. Oh no. I mean, Wizadell would probably laugh and be summoned, but like, I don't think it's worth the charges. The wind continues to roar. The old woman walks across the snow to the tightly shut door, her voice clearly heard by others. It is her breath, sweeping down from the snow-white peaks. It is her ever-vigilant watch, rising from the deepest valley in the highest clouds. It will drive out the miasma of evil and the parasites that hide among the rocks. It brings all the sounds back to her ears so that she will hear, and the mountains bright and clear. Wait, is that door moving? Yes, they're opening the door. Our protests work. Open up and hear our voice. Listen to the true voice of Yerag against people. Listen to the voice of Yerag. You are not welcome here. You must leave. Outsiders off Mount Carlan. Go back to where you came from. Outsiders off Mount Carlan. Outsiders off Mount Carlan. The cries grow louder and clearer. Someone stretches out and waves towards the sky. Is the result of sincere prayer? Do they combine force of their invocations to cause the steel to tremble? Also, very stupid to do right after an avalanche. An avalanche just happened. Yes, let's go yell on the mountain. These people are dumb. The door opens. All the breaths are abated in silence. The garb. Are they from Clan SilverAsh? The one behind them. The Edelweiss? Did he come to send these outsiders away? He better. They're the ones who brought these people in, and they should be the ones to pick up the mess. But something about his expression. Clear out the protesters. Avoid casualties. Holy shit, Gnosis! Don't even give them a warning? Put down your weapons. Back off. We're not backing off. Why are you telling us to go away? The ones who should go away are... Keep your hands off me! Idle ways! Whose side are you on? Whose side do you think they're on? Their weapons and shields are pointing towards us. It's clear enough who his friends and enemies are. A blizzard is coming. You should leave before the road is completely blocked. No need to worry about the dangers along the way. Clan SilverAsh's guard will ensure your safety and bring you back to... Ugh. Grandma, wait, don't! The old woman forces her arm through the guard's ranks. Her movements are swift and without hesitation. The cold snow splashed upon the liberized face. May Yerigaganda forgive your sins. Pity and resolute mercy congregate upon the wrinkled face. Her cold fingers touch his Nos's forehead, leaving behind a simple curved line. A Yergar ritual intended to drive the evil out of the child afflicted by fever. May her miracle drive out the miasma of evil and the parasites that hide amongst the rocks from you. Remember that the winds of Yerigagandar have visited upon your stubbornness before. Now you send her away. Go home, madame. There is no change in Nos's expression as the snow melt flows from his face. The wind on the mountains are harsh. Don't catch a cold. Damn! That was ice cold! Yerag, the beautiful paradise, clean and pristine beneath the wind and snow, pious and pure under the divine protection. The faith of his people, and it's firm as the mountains, never wavering, or perhaps a single flake of snow is all that it takes to begin its collapse. Man, this is so pretty. This is the, like, one thing I envy about the mountains. It's like, it's so beautiful in snow. Like, I'm happy where I'm at, but, like... That's so pretty. It does feel like a ski resort city. It actually reminds me of the city that I was able to visit, was it in Switzerland? No, Austria. It was in Austria. And there was no snow at the time because it was summer, but it was beautiful. There's a wonderful charm in it. At the same time, I think I would like it for a little bit, and then I would be miserable. I can't handle the cold. I get cold way too easily. What do you think of the catastrophe? Will it shake your faith in Yerigagandar? The faith of Yerigag isn't so weak. The people of Yerag have never wavered, even through the toughest trial. Maybe it's because of my medical condition, but I'll disagree with that. My condition will lead me to have poor circulation in my hands. And, like, it will hurt. When it's hot, I can just jump into the pool. And I have AC, so, like... I can just swim versus when it's cold. And, like, if you... Not only that, if you lose power in the heat, you can go swimming. You can cool off. If you lose power in the cold, and you're not prepared for that, you're just miserable and cold. So I think I prefer heat than cold. At least with, like, how extreme heat and extreme cold happen where we're at. Because, like, on Earth, it'll go up to, like, what is it? The highest that's ever been is, like, 130, and it feels horribly hot. But then you get, like, negative 40? That's crazy. Yeah, that Texas outage, a lot of people died during that because they weren't prepped for the cold. But they'll survive the summers even though it gets really, really hot there. Because it's one of those things that even if the power goes out, you have ways to handle it. That's my entire thing against it. I set off from Mount Carlin once the catastrophe is cleared up and my leg is good again. The sun of Yerag will drive out the corrupt and evil, and those who bathe in it need to fear neither pain nor illness, nor the stone disease. It's okay. Punchy's distracted. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yergagandr's great. Yergagandr's kind. She will never abandon Yergag. Everything will go back to the way it was once we clean up the snow. You're asking her child? Of course. It's all the fault of those Ryan Lab people. Everything started going bad when they came. Yerga has no observation station. All we need is Yergagandr's protection. Hi, Punchy! Hello! Look, we're reading! Drive them out. Give me back my peaceful life. And my mom and dad. Damn. Both of them died? I do love the clothes so much. They're really pretty. Is there anything I can help with? Wait, you're Victorian. Get your pitchforks. Who let this one into our village? Colombians and Victorians. Nobody making their homes on our own turf now? What are you talking about? We're doing the story, Punchy. Get lost. You're not welcome here. Okay, but why is she so pretty? Like, she's actually really pretty. They drew her really, really well. What the hell? Yeah, this will be tougher than I thought. Do you need some help? Ah! Yes! Yes! Oh, it's my girl! Hi, I'm fine. I'm just short on film. I don't suppose I'll be able to find any here. Let me see. You can get this model from the Central Mall in SilverAsh domain. Pet, 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 pet. Girl, you might want to wear more clothes. You're crazy. Pet, 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 pet. She's not a lion. Panther. Panther? Panther. Nice pics. Are you a photographer from Victoria? Yeah, snow leopard. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. When will we get cliff art? We could. I don't think we're gonna get cliff art. Alt. She can handle the cold. Probably. We've seen her in her mountain gear. Probably. A reporter, to be exact. Good timing. May I get an interview? Who? Me? How do you view the catastrophe that just occurred in Yerag? How do you view your faith when Yeragandr no longer protects Yerag from catastrophe? Huh. I thought I heard you talking about Yeragandr, the catastrophe from over there. You want to know how Yerag people think? Of course. We came to report the future Yerag. People in the other lands know very little about it, and we want your voices to reach them. Yeah, she is a mountaineer. Unfortunately, I think she's gonna be one of the few, well, she's the only sibling that's not gonna get an alt. She looks like Botan a little. I can see it. I think Botan, honestly, Botan is so cute. I think Botan has a stronger design, I'm not gonna lie. There's no need to be burdened by the weight of the religion. Liberate yourself from the systematic oppression and rules and tradition, and tell me what you truly feel. Bruh. I would have slapped this woman. Bruh. That is so rude. I'm not trying to influence you. I just want to know how you think, but like, screw your religion and all the practices. Let go of it. Tell me what you actually think. Wow, I've never heard so many big words spoken in a single breath. My view on the catastrophe is simple. Catastrophes outside of Yerag are really bad, and it's the same as for this catastrophe in Yerag. People suffer and get hurt everywhere. It makes me sad, and I wish these things never would have happened. As for faith, may I ask a question? Does Victoria have a god too? Victoria? Yes, I'm curious about the god of Victoria's like. Is he really pretty? Does he get angry easily? You've been going around the village asking questions for days, but you don't talk about anything other than Yergar's anger, and Yergar has abandoned you. So I thought, maybe faith to you is something that's colder, harsher. A smile appears on the girl's face. Her cheeks rise and her voice is light and spry. I believe the Yaga Yerag isn't like that. Yeragandar is like the people of Yerag, generous and kind. She doesn't get angry over cable cars and factories or light bulbs and books, and she doesn't throw tantrum by causing a catastrophe and taking lives. Yeragandar isn't petty like that. I love Cliffheart so much. Cause like, good for her. I would have attacked someone if they were going for my beliefs that way. I would have been like, no, you don't disrespect it like that. And Cliffheart's like, no, maybe you see it that way. But honestly, we have a kind and generous God. That's not gonna shake my faith. And like, of course she does, because her sister's the priestess, but like, I love Cliffheart so much. Heave ho! One more box. Move over. Alright, put it down. You've got room on your truck. We got another 15 barrels of burning milk wine. Can you bring it with you? 15 barrels? You ought to keep it. Can't have a big bar like this and nothing for guests. The 3 great clans alone have donated plenty of stuff to the affected village. Not to mention the local gentry. A few barrels of wine, more or less, won't make much difference. I don't like to hear that. They can donate, but I can't? Who are you to decide whether they'll need it or not? Which of us has actually seen a catastrophe before? Also, I like how his title is just newly married man. But that's too much. It's not. I know you're short on wine. Not only does wine keep people warm, it can also be used in medicine and even to disinfect wounds when necessary. We had all this stuff back then. Oh, never mind. Anyway, you're taking it. Not 1 barrel less. Or I'll take it as you're saying I'm not one of you and don't belong to Yerag. Wait, that's not what I meant! Then take it. Think of it as me doing a favor. You know how that father-in-law of mine is like. He endured hardship all his life, but he's never been stingy when it comes to sharing with hungry people. Now move aside and let me put out the cargo in. Just don't get in any trouble and make him even angrier. I still remember how he huffed and puffed and you proposed to his daughter. I thought he was a nice guy who just wanted to help. Turns out he was after my little girl Freya, he said. He said and he's still mad, so he pulled out his cane. What are you lot chatting about so excitedly? Let's get to work. Dad and I just checked our stock. We'll have about 2 truckloads of stuff. Mostly dried meat and cheese. Plus some butter and herbs. Good thing I caught you before you left, Crete. Need to tell Carla and Trade to send another truck here. 2 trucks? I told you, Crete. Fine. Suit yourself. You're the only newlyweds I know that would rather give away their whole storehouse if we're taking any gifts. It's a catastrophe after all. I respect them. That's actually really nice. They're like in a position where they don't need help and they're like, yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, usually we should be receiving things, but no, I'm okay. Let's give it away. 2 truckloads of Arknight merch. Man, I wish. Oh! My Arknights merch finally made it through customs. It should arrive soon. I'm scared for Pullington. Like, sign up for viewer polls? What are you talking about, viewer polls? It has the lore book. When the lore book gets through, I'm so excited for that. It's never happened yet, Ugg. No one knows how bad it is. But now is the time for us to work together and help each other. In Yeragandr's name. We'll work together and pull through. Let's go back, Lisburn. The wind's getting stronger. Say! I thought I said hello earlier. Welcome in. Nah, I'll be reading it off stream. I'll probably like spending my mornings like that. I might be outside with the ducks while I read it. I think it would be nice. He also witnessed the aura pulls. Please give Aura head pats. Aura needs head pats? That's harsh. Let's go back inside, Lisburn. The wind's getting stronger. How are the ducks doing nowadays? It is about to be duckling season again. And that much has been clear. I can't help but have a feeling. A feeling of what? A strange feeling that something's about to happen. No, I must be overthinking it. No! It's you! Your intuition is as sharp as always. Wait, Harold? Is this real? Am I dreaming? Harold, go to your wife! Sock has been a troublemaker. Him and Udon have made a gang. Go to your wife! You channeled Ice Cube there? He streamed League? Well, that's why he had bad polls. If he wanted good polls, why did he start with League? He is a stinky goober. Well, that's certainly an honor. You still remember my name. Looks like you haven't forgotten the time we fought alongside each other. Please stop making fun of me. What brings you here? What else could it be? We've heard there's a spot in the trouble for Yerag, so we came to offer some warmth, as a good neighbor should. Wow, a whole truck of supplies. A truck? Take another look. Harold gestured behind himself, and Elizabeth sees a long procession of vehicles bearing the Victorian crest, stretching as far as the eye can see. I respect that. You know what, Harold? Welcome in! I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Your face just pisses me off. I forget you're actually a homie, though. My bad, man. My bad. I saw them. I haven't gotten them yet because I didn't have enough time to like actually hear the onboarding. He's just whatever. Some warmth, you say? Well, we're warmer than some other folk, to be sure. Look, I'm glad they're trying to make more skin tones. But please, please learn how to shade the other skin. That's the one comment I will make. She has potential, but I think some like reds would have done her good. I must emphasize our concern regarding this matter, Mr. SilverAsh. Kuro Gyaru? Wow! You're not wrong! Well, no, because she's like more businesswoman. We consider Carlin Train a reliable partner, and Kierag a respectable nation. We had heard that the observation station would be the tip of the spear of our mutual understanding and cooperation. I have to say, at the moment, we are disappointed. I think I know what it is that bothers me. I think if her hair had red versus the blue, because the, like, brown in the top, it would have been better. You can feel the... Oh god, you're like stalking her. I understand your excellency's concerns. Allow me to explain. No, I don't need an explanation. We understand the unfortunate circumstance that have befallen Yerag, and we express our deepest sympathies. But that's no reason for Yerag mobs to attack innocent Colombian scientists. We're seeing verbal abuse of our scientists and promoting hate and xenophobia. We are outraged by Yerag's contempt for and violation for the safety of other people. Should your government continue to allow the situation to spiral out of control, the Colombian side will take action to ensure the safety of Ryan Lab's researchers by evacuating them in accordance with our treaty. I'm not gonna lie. Shot Colombia's response is evacuation. Like, I would have thought, considering, I mean, it's Colombia, considering what Colombia is supposed to represent in this country and this world, I was ready for a declaration of war. No, she's actually darker skinned. Gyaru, that doesn't necessarily have to have darker skin, because you have like Gyaru like Marin, also Momo from Dandaran, but they're not necessarily darker skin. The tanning is an aesthetic thing. I think it's more her accessories that make her feel Gyaru. Regarding the incident, Ryan Lab Observation Station, Carl and trade personnel have arrived on site and are working to de-escalate the conflict, preventing the situation from further deteriorating. As I understand it, there are no injury to person or property. Shall we thank our lucky stars then? Or that public sentiment has not yet reached a boiling point? Shall we continue to trust in Yerio's ability to stabilize the situation? Or should that public outrage dissipate overnight? Really? I knew that was like super tan, but like I didn't know Kura Gyaru was a thing. The fireplace cracks, sending forth a wave of warmth, but there's no warmth on the face in the room. Yeah, Gyaru has become in Japan a lot how goth has become in the West, where it used to be like this extreme fashion, and slowly it kind of got like normalized. So you like the entire thing of like hot goth women, you don't picture like traditional goths. You picture more alt than goth. And I think that's currently happening with the Gyaru aesthetic, where you don't have the extreme Gyaru tan or like the extreme Gyaru makeup, but instead you have more of parts of that. Yeah, it's been watered down. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that goth became. Honestly, I don't think it's either. People should just enjoy their aesthetic. I will say, the fetishization of alt styles is very interesting to me. And the reason I say that is because alt styles came about to basically go against beauty standards in a way. Is emo equivalent? Okay, I see. But yeah, it's very interesting how it's like it's come around and become mainstream itself, and part of beauty standards themselves. The Colombian ambassador adjusts her posture and wraps the table with her finger, speaking in a calm tone. Yeah, it is. Because it went to the opposite of like extreme, how extremely conservative Japan could be. Yeah, I saw that video too, Ryan. Oh, Nathan, then you know. Then you know. He is very cunning. We must respect professionalism sincerely and capability that Carlin Trade has demonstrated in the past. It has allowed our cooperation and scientific collaboration to progress safely up to this point. Now, however, the Columbia's best and brightest are in dangers in your land. Danger that should have never been found themselves in. Gierga needs to provide a solution, or at least demonstrate a will to resolve the situation. Your Excellency cannot ask so much of a developing country. Bro! Worry about your hairline! How about that? How about you just worry about your hairline and get the fuck out of here? Considering Yerga's current circumstances, I find Mr. SilverAsh's performance thus far quite impressive. I see that Victoria shows great care for her neighbor. Those are ears. These are her little ears. Yeah, talking shit like that when the hairline is more of a war crime? Absolutely. I'm out of line? Nah, man, nah. But of course, a kind neighbor should always be ready to lend a kind hand. Remember the prince of Victorian folklore who gave his golden crown to the foul beast in the snow. The man smiles with an expression of unnatural benevolence. He draws out a piece of paper from his pocket and unfolds it on the table. Look, man! You can be rude or you can be balding, but you cannot be both. If not, I do not respect you. I don't mind either or, but the you know what? I mind rude. What am I saying? Don't be rude. That's my entire thing. Nah, nah, nah. Guy can't help it to get the Dracula-ass hair recession. He can with that style. He absolutely can with that style. He doesn't have the fit to be like running bald. And not even that balding. Just shave your head. Get some, you know what, maybe not, because like, oh god, how do you look balding with the ears? Have we seen any balding with the ears? Man, this guy's unfortunate. No wonder he's rude. He draws out a piece of paper from his pocket and unfolds it on the table. Honestly, it would be kind of funny. Have we had a bald person in Arknights? I'm starting to realize we might not have had a bald person in Arknights. And that explains a lot why like his entire demeanor bothers me. Do his ears bald too? I kind of want to know what's gonna happen with like his fur. Here's a checklist for the first catch of humanitarian assistance. Food, blankets, medicine, spirits, sugar, salt, a team of doctors, and 2 veteran peacekeeping squads. He becomes the rotisserie cat? Man, his future is bleak. Exactly what Yerarg needs right now. This is very generous. Yerarg appreciates your kindness. Not mine. This is the kindness of the Empire of Victoria. Our prince had a heart of gold. He would give his prized sword in the same way he would offer gold and silver. It all depends on what you need, and what manner of threat you face. There is no need to fear or worry. I'm sure you may make a decision that is satisfactory to all 3 sides of us. I don't remember the bald guy from the neural one. You have a point, Nathan. He's in for a bad life. After all, survival is an art form in the snow realm, is it not, Mr. SilverAsh? Gazes beckoning and questioning converge upon a piece of paper, and on the silent young man. What are your thoughts, Mr. SilverAsh? Anciotes looks down at the pushed piece of paper and picks it up. Black and white, neat and clear. There's no deception. Even the names of the squad leaders are listed on the paper. A perfect show of sincerity and pomposity. I have no reason to refuse, do I? As you said, this is exactly what Yerarg needs right now. The supplies will keep the people fed, and the doctors will keep us win more battles against illness and death. As for trained soldiers, I'm sure I do not need to expound upon those usefulness. To the question that was interrupted, Madame Ambassador, Yerarg vowed to protect the safety of each and every researcher at the station when it first established. That vow has not been broken. I'm not sure why you're so eager to reach a conclusion that Yerarg has lost control of the situation. The Vinebeat Court and Carlin Train will uphold our end of our bargain. May I ask you to continue to entrust Yerarg's ability to deal with our own problems? As for whether the incident at the observation station was an accident or instigated by those with ulterior motives, I believe that time will tell. Very well, Mr. SilverAsh. I look forward to your show of competence. But I must remind you how important the project is to Columbia. We believe it to be of paramount significance to all of Terra. Therefore, the Columbia side will deploy any means necessary to protect our scientists and their findings. Any means necessary. Indeed. I too believe that scientific exploration taking place in Yerg belongs to all of Terra. The Empire of Victoria will do our part to maintain Yerg's abilities. Of course. I'm sure we're all of one mind on this matter. The sun shines in through the window, past the shoulder of the Colombian ambassador, and upon the chest of the Victorian ambassador. He stands up from his chair, his back perfectly straight. The discussion seems to come to a close. Such a wise decision. It seems all of us have gotten what we wanted. This said bald bod, basically! That man pisses me off. Phew. Is the meeting over? How long have you been waiting? Half an hour. I might have used to going through 4 reports while I was waiting. Take a seat. If you want a drink, help yourself. I think Liberi would probably be the best off bald. Cause like, maybe for a bird to be balding, it sucks because you're just like, you look like a rotisserie chicken. But like, they're just gonna look bald person. You don't have Gnosis? Really? Nah, I'm not doing it, man. I saw that hairline. I can't respect the man. Not when he dresses like that in the combination. He just has to have the balls and shave it off. Then we can have a conversation. But with that style? You're telling me that he has... You want to talk about Gyaru's? He has the Gyaru leopard print. He's a train wreck of a man. I have no respect for him. He wants to be a Gyaru so bad. That hairline inspired Route 66 in cars. Wild. Thank you, but I've already helped myself to tea that you kept on the top of the shelf. It's been there for a little too long. There's finally time to ask you. What's the situation at Ryan Lab? They have no insights to catastrophe, as expected. Our people demonstrated enough restraint. There weren't any real attempts at violence. Most satisfied themselves with reciting the Yergander as they held hands. But I noticed that there was a few people at the front who shouted the loudest, only to disappear into the crowd when they saw the soldiers. Are you concerned? It's the landing strip of LAX! I hate you're not wrong. It's the reason why LAX's traffic is so bad. I'm concerned this may be only the first incident. The observation station is not only the place where conflict is happening. There have been protests and rallies in the domains of the other 2 clans. Strikes at our factory as well. I'm dealing with it. It is absolutely vile, but it is real. Someone understands that they can use this catastrophe as a weapon. They know the power of the people's will. It's okay, he's not here right now. He doesn't realize what's happening. A trick that you've deployed before, but the weapon is not in your hands this time. Hi, Punchy! We're reading! Hi! I've been here? Then you've noticed that we've only been reading. We've been good. Hi, Punchy! You skipped the part where someone threw snow in your face. Is that important? Never again! No, please. If not, these are gonna be like 5 hours long. It's the only thing that's unexpected. Did you expect Columbia and Victoria to sit you down for a game of good cop, bad cop? Yes and no. Damn! Alright. The Colombian attitude is aggressive, but at the end of the day, it's continued cooperation they want. The most important thing for them is that the observation station delivers results. As for the Victorians, they're more anxious than we thought. I saw Harold's caravan. I'm sure he's wandering around the streets telling neighbors his story about his old friends. His wandering should take him to Carlin Trade headquarters in another 20 minutes. Gnosis! I hate how much you know and like how exactly it goes. I think that's the reason why Gnosis like bothers me. He's more of a computer than a person. Then again, it could be the glasses that like his emo hair with the glasses clash for me. I suppose you have you've already signed and received the goods, and I don't suppose we had a choice. The Pello Roaches and Browntails will find out soon. As for how they'll take it, let's just say you're prepared for a tri-clan council. He's just that bot. Real. He doesn't even need them. He just uses it for like the smarts. Getting cold feet? I'm used to it. That nonchalant attitude of yours is why people hate you so much. Thank you for the compliment. At the end of the day, however, none of us expected this catastrophe to happen. You act as unflippant as you like, but don't tell me this disaster hasn't actually fazed you. I don't think you're actually that thick. I know. With risk, however, comes opportunity. It's the first catastrophe that Yedigar has seen in 1,000 years. Perhaps it's time that certain things have lasted for 1,000 years to change. Look, man. It's SilverAsh. What did you expect from the man? Ansiotes looks down the window. It has started snowing again, covering the land of Yedar in white. The mountain winds continue to blow. They call it the breath of Yedigagandir, her messenger. It walks every inch of Yerag, bringing all the sound back to her ears. She will tell right from wrong, good from evil, friend from foe, piety from falsehood, medicine from poison, and mirth from tears. She will pass judgment. There's one other thing they should know. Yeah, what did you expect from him? Oh god, good luck, Phantom. Let me know how it goes. The avalanche caused by the catastrophe destroyed a train station at the foot of the mountain. Strangely, fortunately, there were fewer people inside of the station than expected. She was alerting people. It was only in later interviews that we learned someone had shouted at the bomb of the station, causing the crowd to flee. Who? We don't know yet. But the researcher who disappeared from Rhine Lab remains unaccounted for. They are one and the same. She had not cleared the borders of Yedagog when the catastrophe occurred. She'd still be somewhere in the realm. I see. You're the only one I can count on this, Gnosis. Find this woman without triggering a response from Rhine Lab. You're finally starting to look serious. Should I ask why? You'll learn soon enough. But ideally, one should know how to rely on trick plays in the game of chess. I hate to say it, but I understand why people are attracted to SilverAsh, and the fact that I do concerns me. I can't be a man kisser out here. I hate that. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do like 2 after tomorrow. My voice is starting to get a little bad, and I don't want to like push it because we have a lot of content to cover. So tomorrow we'll continue with 02 after. Hopefully, because we didn't make it too far, we can make it to OS4, if not OSST 2. Girls thinking of 50 Shades of Grey with SilverAsh in it. I think about that artist, that yaoi artist. I just think about that yaoi artist who draws the Doctor in SilverAsh because it's such beautiful art. So that's all I can think about. Real shit. Effie, you're not supposed to agree to that. You're supposed to be a straight man. What are you doing, man? Anyway, if you don't know the art, it's a Kai, like a 9-9 or something like that. I'll post it in the server. I'll post the suited for work ones in the server. Beautiful art. Absolutely goated art. but it's one of those things. That was too punchy? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're really long. Yeah, we'll go ahead and continue OS2 after. Oh god, Strat, you're not wrong. Oh, you're not wrong. It's a your name situation. Oh god. And this is why I hate to say it. I'm starting to understand, and I hate it because I know how this goes. I refuse to continue with it. Thank you. That's very kind. Welcome back, Taylor. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish it here because my voice is like starting to give out. All right, as always, don't forget to work out. Have a good sleep. Have a great morning. I will see you guys tomorrow for more Arknights. Until then, you guys be doing good. Bye-bye. And wee. Good night. You can't just say that and leave. Oh my god.